G'day team, welcome to another tiny build scale modeling video. Today we're painting up some 135 scale German weapons, the STG-44 and the Gewehr 43 with the same techniques you can use for the Kar 98 or any other small arms for your figure kits. This is a quick beginner friendly guide to get realistic results using just a few paints and some simple weathering steps. With that being said, let's jump into it. As usual, we'll start by priming all the weapons with Vallejo black primer. This helps the paint stick better and gives us a solid base for both the wood and metal finishes. Make sure to get all sides, especially around the trigger guard, barrel, and stock areas. Next, grab some Vallejo flat earth and paint the wooden sections of your rifles. For the Gewehr 43 and STG-44, this includes the buttstock, the handguard, and the grip area near the trigger. If you're doing a Kar 98, it's the same idea. Just cover the wooden stock and forend. Don't worry if it looks a little flat now. We'll bring it to life with weathering later. Now we'll take Vallejo black and carefully go over all the metal sections of the gun. Things like the barrel, receiver, bolt, magazine, and sights. Use this step to clean up any overpainting from the woodwork or small mistakes. At this stage, it's all about neatness and getting those sharp, crisp separations between the wood and the metal. Now for one of my favorite tricks, dry brushing. Load a small flat brush with Vallejo White Aluminium and then wipe most of it off on a paper towel until barely any paint is coming off. Lightly brush over all the metal areas of the gun, the edges of the barrel, sights, receiver, bolt, and trigger guard. This will catch the raised details and bring out that metallic shine, giving the impression of a worn, handled metal. It's one of those small details that really takes your build from toy-like to realistic. Now here's where you have some creative freedom. Personally, I prefer to glue my weapons onto the figures before weathering so I can do everything, gun and figure, as one complete set. But if you'd rather paint and weather your weapons separately, that is perfectly fine too. If you're following along with me, go ahead and super glue the weapon into place on your figure now. Once everything's in position, give the gun and the figure 2 thin coats of AK Interactive Intermediate Gauzy agent. This will seal your paint job and protect it from the enamel products we're about to use. Let it dry completely before the next step. It's worth the patience. Next, load up some Ammo MIG Enamel Dark Wash and apply it all over the figure and weapon. It's going to look messy at first, but don't worry, trust the process. After about 10 minutes, when the wash has started to settle, take a brush dipped in enamel odorless thinner and begin gently brushing over the model. The thinner will pull the excess wash off the raised areas, leaving it in the nooks, crannies, and recesses, like around the trigger guard, the receiver grooves, and wood grain details. This creates natural shadows and depth, balancing out the highlights we added earlier with the white aluminium dry brush. Take your time here, play with it until you're happy with the contrast between light and dark. Once you're happy with how everything looks, let it dry for at least 8 hours, overnight if you can. We'll finish by spraying Ammo MIG Lucky Ultra Matte Varnish over the entire figure and weapon. This seals in your enamel work and knocks back any leftover shine from the washes or gauzy layer. If you haven't glued on your gun yet, make sure you attach it before applying the matte coat so everything gets sealed evenly. And there you go. That's how you paint and weather a 135 scale German weapon for your figure. A few simple steps, some dry brushing, and a bit of enamel work can make all the difference. If you enjoyed this video or learned something new, drop a like, leave a comment, and hit subscribe to support the channel. Until next time, happy modeling, and I'll see you in the next one.